Social Security Administration, Social Security number 550693341. California identification card number D as in David 1871054. Um, Birth date is October 30th, 1981. I'm an African American paraplegic man. I got blood and prosthetics. I just happened to have a mobility device that had voice recorder on it, and I caught him doing this crime. I on a voice recorder, and that's the reason why they bring in Microsoft. Microsoft is in the house cutting the wires, and they're pulling people's eyes out. Um, Trump is in the house killing Helen Grace Strickland McLeod Smith, um, um, tying up Quayle Strickland and Chris McFall. Um, um, Barack is in the house trying to kill Johnny Strickland um, with his Desert Storm scam. And by getting a couple of Mexicans to try to make it seem like they steal from us and pulling our mom's eyes out so that she can go fleeing and then they can commit treason on her so that they can steal Bam Bank. That's literally what they did. And uh, Kamala Harris is in the house raping me with 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 Joe Biden, Kamala D. Harris, and Donald Trump and DC Mayor Mario Bowser. They're with Michael Jackson going through the drawers looking for people's ID cards. They're looking for social security cards, birth certificates, IDs. What they're planning on doing is killing everybody in the house and getting identical paraplegics, American paraplegics with blood and prosthetics, and using their government documents. And so that they want to make everybody a celebrity so that they can allow them to get multiple identicals as if they're putting on a show. And then they're going to go to Trump. They're all going to go to the Trump organization and get international jobs like Michael Jackson and stuff. And that's what they're doing. So that's why they don't want you to find out where they're selling your stuff on the black market. And so that's what they're in the house doing. Joe Biden in the house killing Chantel Stokes, torturing Chantel Stokes, so that's what they can do. And then they're burying Armani Jones alive for some weird act um, account, some terrorist account that they themselves created. They said, look into the camera and say this, or we'll pull out your eyes and bury you alive like we pulled out Chantel's eyes and buried Armani Jones alive. That's what they're in the house doing. So if you got these people inside of the House of Helen doing a home invasion, you got Barack Obama's trying to kill Jonna. You got Trump trying to kill Chris and Quayle, and you got Kamala Harris and Joe Biden killing Ashley Lonnie, Quincy Lonnie, Ladarius Lonnie, in the house, and you got Obama and Trump killing Darren Strickland and Aaron Strickland in the house with Kamala in blood transfusions. Uh, and weird rumors. That's what they're in the house doing. And the FBI caught him. You got Christopher Wray, he caught him. James Comey caught him. Paula Bay caught him. George Pyro caught him, and David Johnson caught him. David Johnson, FBI San Francisco field office caught him. George Pyro, Miami, Florida FBI field office caught him. With Miramar, Florida, FBI field office caught him. Paula Bate, Washington D.C. FBI field office caught him, and James Comey, FBI director caught him. Christopher Wray, FBI director caught him, and Robert Mueller, FBI caught him. And this is what they caught him doing. They caught Steve Million in the house, giving the murder money to contract killer Mike Livingston to kill everybody. They caught him. That's why I'm giving you this information, so you can go down to Social Security Administration and get the actual ledger. the 2008 $38,000 money that was used to kill everybody and set off the ticking time bomb of multi-civil litigation. Kamala D. Harris is setting off the ticking time bomb of multi-civil litigation. And then that ticking time bomb of multi-civil litigation, by calling these victims robots and planes, and then doing a training program to go to Japan and work for the company Sony in order to not be killed, to start calling people Japanese planes and drones, to kill everybody in the house for the bomb paid for house and their government documents, torturing Chantel Stokes for a code that doesn't exist in Aaron. That's what they're in the house doing. Kamala D. Harris is in the house with Joe Biden, torturing a woman for a code that doesn't exist so that they can have American paraplegics with their documents in a foreign country. How is this your president? Isn't the president the person to give you the government documents? Isn't the vice president the person who gives you the government documents? Your papers, causes, and effects is something you can establish with America if you come from any dry land created by God. Isn't that your constitutional right? Now, how is this person stealing your documents and killing you for it? That's what they're in the house doing. And so the FBI directors just called them because they caught them doing this. They caught them doing it. That's what they caught them doing. So I just want an honest statement. I want you to go to Social Security Administration in Berkeley, California, Social Security Administration, Boston, Massachusetts, Social Security Administration, Washington, D.C., Social Security Administration, Washington, D.C., Social Security Administration, Fresno, California, Social Security Administration, Los Angeles, California, Social Security Administration, San Diego, California, Social Security Administration, Santa Monica, California, Social Security Administration, Orlando, Florida, Social Security Administration, Miami Beach, Florida, Social Security Administration, Miami, Florida. These Social Security Administrations has the proof of verifications letter that Aaron Williams Strickland is issued Social Security Administration. And that money has a ledger. I want you to go to youtube.com. I want you to go to AARENW STRIPLIN. That's Aaron William. That's Aaron W. Strickland, and go to 425 N as in Nancy, W as in Y Street, Washington D.C. 20001. Look at the ledger. That's a partial ledger. That's the murder money. That's the murder money that Obama, Trump, Biden, Michael Jackson, and D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser gave, and Harris gave to contract killer Mike Livingston to set up the account to kill Aaron Strickland so he couldn't inherit the house. So that's it. So the ledger's gonna show over $198,000. You give $38,000 at one time in 2008. Hilltop Social Security Administration office, and then at the Social Security Administration in San Francisco, California, 2011, all the way to 2023, you're getting supplemental benefits to Aaron Strickland. And that money was used to kill everybody in the house. That's the murder weapon. So go to Stephen Million right now. That's the reason why he's defended. That's the reason why he's called in, because he gave the money. The president says, we want to kill everybody. Let's pay our contract killer. And they said, well, okay, well then we want to put a house in the White House. Get a house for the White House, a bomb paid for house. We're going to kill a whole generation of people, everybody that knocked on the door for the house. Okay, it's no problem. Go down to the Secretary of Treasury's office, have Steve Million get the murder money together and give it to our contract killer, Mike Livingston. Contract killer Mike Livingston's going to hire hitman BP Jennifer. They're going to kidnap Aaron Strickland from Clark Kent Middle School in Crockett, California in 1993 and hold him all the way to 2008. And then they're going to send in a hitman, BP Jennifer, to collect the ransoms that they established in that time frame. The whole entire money is going to already be spent in ransom deposits. Next, they gonna kill Aaron Stripling so he can't inherit the house at just 11 years old. But Aaron Stripling went to the police and told them that that's what they did. They were doing slavery. They held him hostage from his school, forced him to have an album list so they can sell on the black market in the process of stealing his identity. They were trying to turn him into like a celebrity, which would gives them a way to have identical American paraplegics using these documents that they stole over the duration of time. And go to Steve Million for that. Look and see if the max of Social Security cards you can be issued is issued to Aaron William Stripling. Just say, has 10 Social Security cards been issued to Aaron Stripling? And I bet you he says yes. The reason why is because they're trying to force Aaron to be a slave, turn him into a celebrity in Japan, act like they're looking for Aaron Stripling with their own business license, television impersonators of the FBI, Criminal Minds, Behavior Analysis Unit, and Criminal Minds Suspect Behavior, trying to act like they're here to kill Aaron Stripling, and as an excuse for killing Aaron Stripling, Christopher Wray won't be involved, James Comey won't be involved, Robert Mueller won't be involved, Paula Bay won't be involved, and David Johnson won't be involved. Or George Pyro, they won't be involved. Real FBI won't be involved if they just let Criminal Minds, a TV show on CBS network, kill Aaron Stripling. This is a joke. So that's what they're doing. And so they're acting like, since they're caught with slave value, that they're law enforcement now, and they're looking for the slave victim in a foreign country. And if they find, and that's the reason why they're selling this slave value on the black market. Isn't that the craziest stuff you ever heard? And now these people are called transients. So they can't use their mobility device with the voice recorder to capture these weird guys over 35, and they're getting weirder and weirder. That's all you got to do. You got to be over 35 years old, from the United States of America, and have no criminal history until you can apply to be the president of the United States. These weird guys over 35. That's all it is. And so these weird guys, very weird guys over 35 years old, killing these people, and they're caught on a voice recorder, and now they've created this scam to some vocabulary jargon word to kill in the DC health and the brain health with DC Muriel Bowser. And that's why Joe Biden set up 2 fake warrants to kill Aaron Stripling, so that on the voice recorder he can't be in the house with Kamala D. Harris and Donald Trump and Barack Obama, killing an entire generation for a bomb paid for house, and commit United States treason in the process. So what are we gonna do about this? When you go down there and you find out that they do got 10 Social Security cards that they plan on giving to 10 separate American paraplegics, and they're torturing Chantel. They're torturing Chantel. How do you have American paraplegic Chantel hitting her in the head with locks, pulling her eye out, shooting her in the other eye, resuscitating her back to life and drowning her, torturing her, making it into some movie, and then they're coming on the mobility device, which is why they're transients. They're coming on the mobility device and they're saying, give us a business and we'll let Chantel get something to eat. And then they're saying, well, you a transient, you gave us a business, we're the DC Mayor, Muriel Bowser, we're going to kill you at the DC Health. That's what Joe Biden is doing with the DC Mayor, Muriel Bowser. They're torturing Chantel so that Aaron can give Donald Trump a business a day, so that they can call Aaron a transient because they're selling his property in Japan, robbing Bank. That's what they're doing. And trying to say that this family are Japanese so they can get away with it. That's what they're doing. So how could this be your president? Once you find out that over $190,000 was used to kill 10 people, and the FBI caught them, 6 FBI caught them, and after you find out that they held these kidnapped victims as slaves to create value that they can sell on the black market for an opportunity to kill them, and then they use their own business licenses, calling themselves the Contra Costa County Sheriff Department, which is a Martinez, California Sheriff license, business license, and the Secretary of Treasury, a Secretary of State office in Sacramento, California, for the business license of Contra Costa County Martinez, Contra Costa County Sheriff Department office. Just this business license only, and they're gonna kill everybody in the house with a business license. Now they're using the business license to steal 10 Social Security cards. The Social Security cards that will give the 10 American paraplegics that they torture Chantel for, just some scam. They're gonna put in a body double. We ain't into none of that stuff. And then they're gonna have 10 separate celebrities with 10 separate Social Security cards from the actual Social Security building, saying that they're Aaron Williams Stripling and doing celebrity stuff in Japan. That's the reason why they got private armies talking about you, Shinzo Abe. We're gonna kill you. We don't want no Shinzo Abe here. And that's the reason why they killed Shinzo Abe, because he was gonna come to court and say that that's exactly what they're doing. And so I'm telling you, my friend, we're not going to allow no real life weird guy over 35 talking about his name is Joe Biden and he's killing us for our government documents. I'm telling you, you're going to impeach him, or we're going to continue to make you the defendant in every court in the United States of America. Then ain't no funny weird guy over 35 setting up 2 fake warrants so that the DC mayor can call me a transient, so that they can't be caught on the mobility device. They're caught on the mobility device. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get a service provider now, aren't we? We're going to get the crime video and the crime audio from the recorder, and we're going to watch that compared to the physical evidence that we got throughout the duration of the home invasion, which is over 30 years. That's what we're going to do. Instead, we're going to lock Joe Biden up for trying to create 2 fake warrants so that the DC mayor can hire a Blair House shelter scam and kill Aaron Stripling with these 2 Joe Biden fake warrants and pull his eyes out so that they can keep the house, forging in their name. Keep the fence, stealing the home valuables, slave value, and keep the band bank that they're robbing. We're done off of that stuff. So let's do that. I want you to start looking for a service provider. All you got to do is go to AT&T. Hey, look, I got an African-American paraplegic man with a mobility device, and he has a voice recorder. We want to get a service provider with you, a monthly subscription, so that we can get the crime video and audio off the voice recorder from this paraplegic. That's all you got to do. So you start doing that, because we ain't watching Criminal Minds talking about we don't allow cameras in the FBI building. That's the reason why the FBI crime lab's the defendant, because we do allow crime video and cameras in the FBI building. And so we're not letting him get away with his crime. He's going to have to pay. There's no slavery in the United States of America. He set up 2 slavery accounts, one back in October 2021 and one back in May 2022. And now he's up here in Washington, D.C. trying to kill the plaintiff in the D.C. courts with the D.C. Mayor Mario Bowser so he can get away with slavery. And so, yeah, you got to impeach him on that. So start looking for the service provider. Once you got the service provider, then you can contact me at impeachments and indictments at outlook.com. And you tell me, we want you to come in. We got a service provider. We want to print out the crime video and the crime audio against these weird guys over 35 claiming to be the president, doing a home invasion in your house and killing everybody for their government documents because the slave systems was used. And then coming out talking about they are them at the Trump Organization internationally, and they're celebrities now with the whole house in their name. All of this slave value for over 30 years, they selling on the black market now at they fence, and they're the owners of Van Bank. That's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna kill the plaintiff Aaron Strickland, but we are gonna get the crime video and audio to match the physical evidence now, aren't we? And what I'm supposed to do? Come out of the courts with you because they're killing people for the relief sought and stealing Van Bank, and go back into the courts and tell them I'm here because they're doing bank robbery?